Today, we're taking an early look at Season 4 Battle Pass skins, weapons, and new features coming to the game, starting with Nintendo, who accidentally leaked a Chapter 3 Season 4 key art. This gives us our first official look at Season 4 2 weeks before it's even coming to the game, shows a Fortnite skin being sucked into a load of goop. And that goop is actually set to be the Fortnite's boss that will be coming up in the next Fortnite season. We've already found in-game files referring to goo effects, the ability to have creatures rise from the ground, and summoning creatures, all linked to this huge Fortnite's boss. One of the Fortnite villains that we've known of for a while, Chaos Agent, is literally made of a very similar looking goop, so he could play a huge role in the next season. But the question is, who's that hand? It's linked to the Paradigm. One of the 7 members will be revealing her identity later in the video. We've talked here on the channel about how the next season will be filled with Marvel skins, but we can now confirm it will no longer be a dedicated Marvel season. Don't worry, there'll still be a ton of awesome Marvel features, but it will also include a load of original Fortnite skins as well. One of the biggest theories going around is that the theme will be a throwback season. Fortnite's 5th birthday starts within the next season, and Epic have been slowly updating really old files to work with the new Chapter 3 island. Tons of old LTMs, weapons, and features have all had their in-game files updated to work with the current build of Fortnite, things that we haven't seen since the beginning of Chapter 1 and even Chapter 2 that could make it one of the biggest seasons we've ever had. Updates to Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet, Iron Man's Repulsors, the X-Force Stormwind, Brute, Driftboard, Storm King, Chug Jug, and more. I actually think this makes me more excited for the next season. Hit the thumbs up button if you're excited too. But that doesn't mean that Marvel will play no role in this season. We know with the new Zero War comic book between Marvel and Fortnite, but a load of new Marvel skins are coming to the game. But the most recent comic book episode shows something very exciting, which is the Hulkbuster mech. This comic book isn't meant to release until the start of the next season, which is why we believe it's going to be coming to the game, but perhaps not as a skin, but as an actual controllable vehicle. New mech files have been found in-game linked to shooting, blocking, and sprinting. This thing will be incredible, and it's all been designed by the 7 in partnership with Iron Man, which means they must need this giant suit to protect the island against that huge, gloopy, evil monster. A fantastic old mode that you may remember called Spy Games was available in Chapter 2, which rewarded you with different weapons and abilities that would randomly be rolled and then given to you to play with. Back in the day, this was a battle between the Ghost and Shadow agents fighting each other, but with these files having been updated and ready to apply for the next season, we'll be seeing 2 new teams fighting out, but who will they be? The most likely answer is a team of 7 and everyone on the Fortnite island versus a new Fortnite's boss that will be taking over the island during the Halloween period. And if it's a mode you haven't played before, it's so much fun, so I'm glad this could be returning very soon. And with a new season means a new starter pack, and if you haven't seen this one, it's absolutely hilarious. This is our first official look at a skin coming next season called Veronica, and her outfit features a top that says Dead Game. As we know, the community love to troll Fortnite, always saying that the game is dead, but Fortnite still want to put this in the game, and I'm sure so many people will rock it because it's absolutely hilarious. If there's one thing that sucks about Fortnite seasons, it's when it starts with a big bang and then all the updates are dead. With one of the big rumors flying around linking in the next season with being a throwback season is that the loot pool will be rotating throughout the season to represent different seasons and different periods of time in Fortnite. We know that the reality tree on the island has been changing loads of different locations to rotate through tons of throwback POIs, which could mean the whole island gets rotated through some of the classic POIs we know, swapping in weapons like the Scar, Pump Shotgun, and keeping that loot pool fresh throughout the season, which includes the return of the Kit Boss Shockwave Mythic Launcher. This is one of people's fan favorite weapons back in Chapter 2, and it's been updated to now be called the Pumpkin Shockwave Launcher. It looks like this won't be tied to a boss on the map, but instead will be an epic or legendary version of this awesome weapon available during the Halloween period. We've had the Pumpkin Rocket Launcher, so they've updated a different weapon to be pumpkin themed that everyone wants to use. I cannot wait to get my hands on this gun. Now, as we know, Fortnite are always making trailers for up-and-coming collabs and features coming to the game, which means sometimes they throw in things that we're not meant to see. In the most recent Destiny trailer, Fortnite accidentally showed a skin that we've been waiting to come out for absolutely ages. This is the Moss Legends bundle pack, set to contain the Moss Knight, Moss Bright Bomber, and the Moss Omega skin. Imagine these 3 fan favorite skins covered in green moss. Well, when I say it like that, that, it sounds awful. But look, these skins are some of the most popular skins in the game, and the fact that they showcase one of these skins in the trailer will surely be coming to the game very, very soon. Now, before we talk about Battle Pass skins and revealing the identity of the Paradigm herself, there's another big mode that's coming back to the game that's had a huge update. It's called Big Battle LTM and is one of the fan favorites 50v50 mode, but completely updated. The original mode hasn't been featured since Chapter 1 Season X, so I'm sure you've missed it, but this one's been updated to now be 40v40 and throwing in the new no builds mode. But be careful, if you die and get eliminated, you are out. The risk reward in this mode is crazy. You could go on to literally take out 20-30 players if you're good enough. We know it contains some classic weapons, including the tactical shotgun, burst AR, bandage bazooka, revolver, and heavy sniper, with shadow stones as well, which makes sense going into the spooky season, birthday cakes, and glitch consumables, which if you remember were featured in a previous Fortnite season. All of these will be spawning around the island at the same time. Okay, so what about the Battle Pass? We have had our very first confirmed skin, and it is a collab skin coming in Chapter 3 Season 4. And it will be Spider-Verse Gwen. It's likely that she'll be included as the secret skin for the next season. Remembering, of course, that the whole Battle Pass won't be Marvel themed. We'll be getting a ton of Fortnite original characters in there as well. With the inclusion of Gwen, it's very likely that we'll be getting the Miles Morales skin later in the season as well. Yes, I know you don't say it Miles Morales. Was that what I just said then? Morales. Morials. I am the worst name pronouncer in the world. Please don't kill me. Some of the original skins are believed to be Geno. This is one of the biggest characters from the Imagined Order, the tippity-toppity boss. This guy looks incredible. You can tell he's a boss. He's got amazing silver armor. And if only these two skins are included, it is already set to be an incredible Battle Pass next season. But what about the identity of the Paradigm herself? We know how important this skin is, with a hand shown in the key art for the next Fortnite season. It was recently confirmed that the belief theory of the Paradigm and the Singularity being the same person is no longer true. Yes, their armor looked really, really similar, but Donald Mustard came out in an interview and said, no, these two people are not the same. And there's a very good reason that they are doing that. We can see the face and the identity of the Singularity, and we have not seen the face or the identity of the Paradigm yet. And that's because they want to make it a huge real-life actor, a bit like the Foundation and The Rock. That's because the Paradigm was voice acted by Brie Larson herself, and it's believed that her face will be the one revealed underneath the Paradigm's mask and could be a skin that we also see at some point in the season or even in the Battle Pass as well. If you're liking the sound of these skins, pop code ALIA in the item shop when you pick up anything like these guys. It supports me more than you realize. With throwback weapons, Marvel characters, original Fortnite skins, and more, make sure you subscribe to see everything that's happening in the next season. If you want to find out more about huge collabs that are set to come out to the game that will blow your mind, like Transformers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, click the video on screen to go and watch it. I'll see you over there.